Okay.
All right, so we're in the house now. The interior is not in real bad shape. You know, when you start an inspection, especially in a 1990 era house, they typically are a little challenging on the outside because of the era of the house. You had bad siding material, you had bad roofing product. Fortunately, this is not a defective roofing product by a company called Papco. It's just getting worn out as it's near the end of its life. The siding, you actually are real fortunate that there's very little failed or rotted siding that's not going to cost a lot of money to get it fixed. The biggest thing is going to be recaulking, repainting this house to keep the outside of the house sealed up. So as far as inside of the house though, a couple different things. You know, I just finished with the kitchen. Everything works. All your burners work on your Genair. The oven works. The boiler works.
Put your picture of the kitchen.
So everything works on here. Dishwasher just got done running through a cycle, and the leakage is relatively new, probably a few years old, so that's in good shape. And all the outlets and everything else in here. Not much to talk about in here. Let's take another peek at your deck. You can just see that you got big sections of, that's rotted over in that area. Probably if we went over there and probed it, we'd probably find some more rot. But you can just, and this deck is just definitely just kind of sagging away from the house.
Yeah.
So it'll definitely have to be fixed.
The sport wood is good. It's just that bottom where the cement goes into the ground.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I think for the most part, the framing of the house is good. The beams, the floor joists, things of that nature. But and then most of the decking boards is good. It's just that it's sitting on a hillside, and those support piers have just sunk and settled away, which has caused a little problems. All right, as far as the fireplace, it's actually in really good shape. The problem is that you need 18 inches of clearance in front of this door to anything combustible. This is considered combustible with blanket flooring, and you only have about 9 inches of clearance. So really, this surround should be extended out, or some, another non-combustible patch should be sat here, so if any sparks pop out, it won't catch the house on fire. You also may want to try to get some come in here, put a couple screws in here. This is a little loose, but not too bad. It doesn't appear that there's enough clearance between this and the sheetrock, because there's supposed to be a non-combustible surface around here with, I think, 36 to 48 inches. And once again, you're within 19 inches of combustible, so this is kind of a non-combustible wall behind that. Sheetrock is considered combustible.
So a nice fix to that would be to put maybe like a cultured stone on the back of it.
Brick, something like that. Just if it's a non-combustible, then it's like you can put a piece of sheet metal back there for lighter. That would make it non-combustible.
And then on the front here, just to take the tiles they did and extend them out.
Just extend the tiles out. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Aside from that, everything else in here looks good. Like I said before, I'm actually impressed with the interior of the house. When you start kind of on the outside and you get kind of this gut feeling from the beginning, when you get into a house, you kind of have, you're kind of hoping that it's not going to continue with negativity. And like I said earlier, that I think the inside is actually in pretty good shape. You just got wear and tear. As far as this bathroom, one thing I'm seeing is that this sink is chipped up pretty severely. You can get repair kits that just kind of coat that thing over with some liquid porcelain. And you can let that thing work for a little bit longer. Toilets are nice and secure on the floor, so we're happy with that. We'll go to this bathroom next.
Oh, all right, okay. Go ahead, turn on the light.
So I think this bathroom's in good shape also. Like I said, the toilet's nice and secure on the floor. I'm not worried about toilets leaking and damaging the floor.
This is the master bath.
Yes, it is, master bathroom. The only thing I'm seeing is that it was wet when we first started, so I'm thinking that this valve is probably dripping just a little bit or leaking a little bit because this is staying wet. So it could be that this valve is getting worn out. At some point, it's going to have to be, either tightened down.
They actually make a little cartridge to replace in there.
Replacing those things.
Yeah.
So that should be an easy fix on that. Sinks are a little beat up, just like the other bathroom. You got a pretty big chip right here. This is a little damage right along in here on the overflow. These are just more cosmetic items right now. Bedrooms are in good shape. So,
Laundry room.
laundry room. Hot water tank. This hot water tank is 24 years old. The average lifespan of a hot water tank is 10 to 12 years. So they've gotten their money's worth out of this tank. It's still working. It's still producing, 120, 122 degrees of hot water. But you have to be aware the thing is well beyond its lifespan. The appraiser will call out for seismic straps. So you have to put a strap up here and a strap down there. When you replace this tank, you're going to want to probably also spend the money to get a catch pan and put a pan underneath this thing and then set the new hot water tank. So if the tank did leak, you're not destroying all your flooring in this house. So that's a really smart idea. We talked about the little bit of leakage out of that pipe on the outside, that TPR drain line. This is what a temperature and pressure relief valve is. It's this device right here. It's a spring-loaded device that if it gets too much pressure or too hot of water, this valve's going to open up and relieve that pressure. It's a spring-loaded device. The fact that we got water dripping out there, the spring in this thing is probably just worn out over time and it's just leaking by a little bit of water. So.
An electrical panel?
Panel's good.
Okay.
Yep. The only thing they've done, they've added in this circuit, and this circuit is being ran to an outlet for the air conditioning unit out there. They put in a new plug, a dedicated circuit for
A dedicated circuit for
that.
it.
Everything's good in here? You're definitely going to want to just go ahead and replace your smoke detectors when you get moved in. I found one that's been painted over. You have a couple that are still the original to the house. You got a couple that have been replaced. At this point, you might as well just replace all of them so that they're all aging at the same time frame, because you're supposed to replace them every 10 years. So if you start replacing various ones, you're never going to know how old they all are. So you'll just go to Costco, get a multi-pack, start slapping them in. Now, by code, current code, new codes, to resell this house requires a carbon monoxide detector to be placed on each level of the house and on the hallways leading to the bedrooms. The only smoke a carbon monoxide detector I've seen is down by the entryway. In my opinion, that does not constitute a hallway leading to a bedroom when the hallway to the bedrooms are way back here. So there should be one placed right here. And a smoke detector too.
Was there one downstairs?
I
Did you
didn't
see
one downstairs?
Because there's supposed to be one on every living level.
Right, and so that room downstairs should have a carbon monoxide. And that's, once again, that's going to be something that the appraiser is going to call out.
But we're gonna probably
Yep.
call for that too. So.
So as far as the attic, houses built in the 1990s up to even current houses that are being built now, they're building them for more energy efficiency. And so they tried sealing up these houses, and they actually created kind of some problems. What they did to remedy or try to remedy these problems is, let me see something. Come on back in here. Is that they put in timers, 24-hour timers that are working on fans. Now, when you turn on this is not turning on this fan. This actually turns on the fan in the hallway bathroom. And so it's on a timer that, as this timer rotates around, it's going to kick the fan on and off by itself. There's going to be some document or some not paperwork, but a section of the report that specifically talks about this, talks about how you're supposed to set it for three times a day, minimum of half an hour each time. Sometimes they install vented windows. Did you see any vented windows?
I did not see any vented windows.
Yeah. Okay, so here they are right here.
Okay.
You look inside of here, various windows or maybe even the sliding glass doors have these vents that you're supposed to leave those open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So what that's doing is that's drawing in, just like in the room downstairs, this is allowing fresh air in. That timer kicks on that fan in the bathroom. That's an oversized fan. It's probably 120 CFM. Whereas the bathrooms are probably 50 CFM sized fans. So leave these open, set the timer. Timer says, hey, fan, come on. What it's doing is it's going to draw in fresh air from outside the house and vent it to the outside of the house. Once again, it's going to be in the report, so you'll see pictures of the timer just so you have an idea of what we're talking about. As far as the attic, going back to how houses are being built for energy efficiency, is that they weren't putting in as many roof vents and ventilation as they should have been doing. And so they're creating a little bit higher moisture levels in these attic spaces, and specifically on the north sides of these houses, because there's a lack of sunlight on the north sides of houses around here, the moisture levels are a little elevated. And so what it does, it actually starts to kind of cause the condensation to kind of eat into the resin in the OSB sheathing. And what it does, it just creates kind of what's called microbial growth, which typically is just kind of more of a mildew. So this is kind of a real light case of it. You know, it's not real heavy, and I'm really surprised because you've got so many trees that are overshadowing this roof line that I kind of thought you'd find a lot more. So it's definitely something that you're going to see in the report. You're going to have to possibly want to have that addressed, at least looked at. The master bathroom fan ducting is disconnected from the roof vent. You'll see a picture of that as well. Also, we definitely want to get that fan ducting reconnected so that the moist air gets vented to the outside of the house and then just dumping into the attic. So overall, I think the house turned out pretty darn good. I think the deck is your biggest concern. I think the VA is probably going to come out here and look at the roof and say the roof needs to be cleaned, needs to make some repairs to it, get all the moss off and clean the gutters. So, but once you get inside the house, it's just what I believe is kind of deferred maintenance and some just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Aside from that, anything else, Neil?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay, so I'll be sending a report to you.
Okay, just maybe talk about the report and why it's going to be so scary.
I already talked to him on the phone.
Okay, good.
When I called him earlier.
Good.
I got forewarned him, so.
Good.
Yeah, all right.
So the world's not coming to an end?
World's not coming to an end.
Okay.
So, yeah, your deck's your biggest concern.
Yep.